let's talk about Rocket Content. I tested out this service. It's an AI generated service, and I have the results for you. As you can see, I did a test flight of 10,000 words on April 22nd, and it took a little while for me to get the first batch back, but this is proof that I actually use this service. So, what do I think about Rocket Content? First of all, it is described as 100% done for you cyborg content. And by cyborg, they're talking about the fact that they use human editors and AI tools like Jasper AI, along with a bunch of other tools: WordPress, MarketMuse, Surfer, Ahrefs, CoffeeScape, Phrase, SEMrush, Grammar. There's a lot of cool tools here. Rocket Content specializes in bulk content. So let's check out how it works. So what you do is you pick a mission, and usually that starts with a test flight, which is 10 articles. There's a moon mission, 100 articles. Mars mission is up to 1,000 articles, and I think you can work with them to get more than that if you wanted to. So all you have to really do is give them your website URL, maybe some suggested keywords, which is what I did. I gave them a list of 10 keywords, and you let them know how to contact you by email. And then, very much like what it says, you just sit back and buckle up. After I sent the list of 10 keywords, nothing happened for a couple of weeks. Actually, I even checked back in with them because I didn't really know a time frame of how long it would take. So I was checking in along the way. It's been a minute since I actually tested this service, so I believe it took at least 2 or 3 weeks for them to get the articles back to me. I'm not saying that's how long it will take you now, but that was my experience. Now, Rocket Launch does offer the possibility of uploading directly to your site, like your WordPress site, but I actually had them send the documents to me because I was just testing out the service and I didn't want them uploading something that I wasn't happy with. So I didn't do that, but that is an option they offer. They can also help you do some keyword research. Their bread and butter is content creation, so they do that, and they can also publish. One thing I noticed when I was looking at their site before I even paid is many places on their site they have this same kind of disclaimer, and that is this content is not going to be the same quality as a content produced by an actual human being in a robust editorial process. However, the content is super cheap, as you can see here, and it'll rank. They say it will rank. And they actually have some proof up here, results, where they say, does it work? Well, for them, they say 100% growth in 1 month on a neglected affiliate site. We don't know how long that affiliate site was up, and we don't know the whole process of how they got this growth, but they're saying that the content helped. Explosive growth with 300 articles published on an expired domain. I'm not sure if that's the same domain or another one, but 300 articles is a lot of articles, and that's an awesome amount to publish. As you can see with this screenshot from Ahrefs, this looks like there was nothing here and it shot up. So it looks like this was, about 4 or 5 years old as a domain. So that could have helped, but it really wasn't doing anything as far as the website until they gave it 300 articles. And it looks like it's up there close to maybe 80 or so thousand page views per month. So that's actually very, very good. Back to this disclaimer, because at every step of the process of ordering, I noticed that they said over and over again, the content is not going to be as good as a human writer. So that worried me a little bit. Now, I use Jasper AI, so I know that you need to do a lot of guidance. You need to do editing and put your personal touch in it, fact check it, plagiarism check everything. I've never had any plagiarism problem with Jasper, and it has continually upgraded in my experience the content that you get, not only the amount of content, but the quality of content I'm very happy with. So I was comfortable with Jasper AI, but I was uncomfortable with the repeated notice that this content might not be as good as you want it to be. Let's jump inside my dashboard for just a moment. As you can see on the screen, I had a couple back and forth email communications with the Rocket Content team. where I wasn't 100% happy with the quality of articles that I got on the first round. But I did give them some feedback. They took the feedback and they rewrote the articles, all the articles that I wanted to be rewritten or updated. They did that for me without question, without hesitation. And they did send them back to me. And you can see that I'm here saying thank you for redoing the articles. They look much better, and the team is saying, I'm glad you like them. As I mentioned earlier, I did a test flight of 10,000 words. I gave them only a list of 10 keywords. I didn't give them an outline, and I regret that now. Future orders, I would definitely give them not only the keywords, but also an outline to follow when they're generating the content. I really think that that would have helped the quality of the articles that I received upon my first delivery. And here you can see the three different flights that they offer. The test flight for 10,000 words, at $200 for 10 articles, which is not bad. $20 per 1,000 words, not bad. Moon mission ups it quite extensively to from 10 articles to 100 articles, and it's $1,000, which is pricey for many bloggers. But if you're a blogger who doesn't want to spend the time writing the articles, but you do have that money, it can be a good option. If you are a team, if you already have a business and you're making money with several websites and you want to test out a website or test out keywords on a website, that might make sense for you as well. And then the biggest one that they have, this Mars mission, is actually 1,000 articles, and it costs $9,000, which is an incredible amount of money. It's an incredible amount of articles. I couldn't imagine publishing 1,000 articles on a new website in the first couple months, in the first year. That would be an explosion of page views. You'd be able to know which keywords worked and which didn't, and then you could focus on editing and upgrading the keywords that did, adding affiliate links and display ads. And my guess is that you would make a good deal of money, even in that first year, and definitely by the second year with 1,000 articles. I don't think it would take you that long to make up this $9,000. With 1,000 articles and many of them ranking with display ads and affiliate, if you did a really good job of monetizing, I think you could get that $9,000 back. Just as a comparison, I could earn back this $9,000 in less than half a year on my current portfolio of websites. I use Jasper AI and some of these other tools that Rocket Content talks about. I use some of them for my whole portfolio of websites. So I know that the idea and the intention of this really does work. So those are the three options. I'll put a link in the description of this video in case you want to check Rocket Content out for yourself. If you do, please give them good keywords and please give them an outline for each of those keywords. I think that's really going to help with the quality that you get back. Let's look at some examples speaking of quality. So this is their blog written with the same process, and let's look through some of their blog posts. Copywriting for brands, everything you need to know. Let's scroll down. Are you considering working with a copywriter to help build your brand? If so, you're in the right place. This sounds perfectly adequate writing. It makes sense. What is copywriting for brands and its benefits? Copywriting for brands is a specialized form of writing. Blah, blah, blah. Again, looks decent to me. There's an image, free image credit there. There's a couple sections as you see. Ultimately, working with a copywriter can help you create better content. Sure. Go to this one. Again, just checking out some of these. I want to show you some examples of what you can expect to get back. The quality is actually pretty good. The articles will actually rank on Google. It may not be the most eloquently written sentence. It may not be a sentence the way you would write it, but it will rank on Google in a lot of the cases. If you read through here, you'll see some of those kinds of things happening again, like this one. Use language that will persuade humans to take the moves you favor them to take. That's not the way I would write that sentence. I think it sounds a little bit off, but I think it would still rank. Now, if I was editing this, I would change that sentence and I would change some of these other sentences as well to make it flow just a little bit nicer. But that's the human intervention. So there you go. You can see you have a well-structured article. So what's my final grade for Rocket content? My final grade for Rocket content would be probably a B, maybe even a B minus. I think that it's an awesome service, and I think if you have the money to pay for it, that it can really help speed up your content creation. It can help you figure out what keywords might work and where to spend your energy within a niche or a website. I'm definitely glad I tested it out. Would I use Rocket content again? I would use Rocket content again. I would just make sure that I gave them low competition, high volume keywords, and then also that I gave them an outline for each one of those keywords. I think that would be a game changer in terms of quality and how happy you would be getting the articles back. Now you'll still have to do some editing. The reason why I give it a B minus is because you're still going to have to go in there and do some editing. It's not going to be perfect content. It's not going to be completely hands-off content. But will it be content that's good enough to publish? Yes. Will you later want to go back and clean it up and refresh it? Probably so. That's why I give it a B or B minus. But I would use Rocket content again. So that's why I'm going to put the link in the description for you to check out for yourself. It is an affiliate link, but since I've tested this out myself, I feel pretty good about recommending that you give it a try, especially if you don't have the time and energy to give to your website or one of your websites. With that said, guys, I thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think of Rocket content, and especially if you've tried it out. If you have any questions about Rocket content, shoot them my way. I'll try to answer them the best I can. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel for more videos about writing related topics like this one. There's a video that's going to come up right now that I think you're going to like. I'll see you in that next video.